Hi, Mochos. Welcome to the show. Today, we're going to talk about the furries. That's right, your pets and pet stocks. Whether you have a dog, roof, or a cat, or a pig, or a bird, or a fish, there are stocks that you can profit from. So let's dig into it and see which stocks you might want to check out and investigate to make you some moolah. Okay, so these are some you probably heard of. Chewy, Fresh Pet, True Companion, and then here's some that you probably haven't heard of. Zoetis, Zoetis, ZTS, Index Laboratories, Covertus, that's CVET, General Mills, General Mills, yeah, American Company, MRK, CVS Health, what? That's right, CVS, ProShares Pet Care ETF, which is called PAWS, PAWZ, ticker symbol, Tractor Supply, TSCO, Gabby Pet Parents Fund, which is PETZX, Pet Med Express, which is PETS for short. And so let's go into it and see what is interesting. So I want to talk about Elanco Animal Health, which I didn't announce, but it's in the news because the stock bumped up 13% with the announcement of a hedge fund company, Sachem Health Capital Management, said it owned 1.2 billion stake in the animal medical company and has plans to make changes because when you have put in 1.2 billion whopping dollars in a company, you're going to want that to be profitable, we hope. So do take a look at Elanco Animal Health and see if that's something interesting to you. Always do your due diligence, make wise decision, and meet with your licensed financial broker who has great reviews, and your accountant. Remember, disclaimer, I'm not a licensed broker. They give you information that you can investigate and see if it's something for you. Well, True Companion, the TRUP ticker symbol, that is a healthcare insurance provider. So it provides healthcare insurance to cats and dogs. So while you're paying that, have you ever thought of maybe possibly buying shares of it? And so which could be really interesting. So, and there's also Pet Med Express, which is pets. It's an online pet pharmacy. So it sells pet medications and healthcare products. And it's anywhere from $17 to $50. And they do have a dividend yield of 6.7%. And we always love money coming from that, So that maybe you could put a little fund for your pets, which is really, really nice. So do check out Pet Med Express. And they're saying it had record sales. There's a lot of competitors and their customers dipped by 10% last quarter. So, the company's stock declined 7% of the year. So it's either, do you buy the dip and you think it's going to go up? It's all up to do your due diligence. So when I told you about Square, it was at 150, 145, 150, around 148, and now it's all the way up to 180. So that's a nice $30, $40 profit. I told you about PayPal when it was around 160 and now it's at 190. I told you about Fastly, which was at $78, and that's all the way up to 120. And I told you about DraftKings when it was in the 30s and it went all the way up to 60 and now it's in the 50s. So do your due diligence and see if you think it will go up in the next 3 to 5 years and 10 years so you can make a profit. All right, Gabby Pet Parents Fund, which is PETZX. PETZX. So it's an animal food, veterinary pharmaceuticals, therapeutics, diagnostics, and pet supplies. So it's kind of like a little index in there. So they, do see if this is interesting because it's a fund. And whenever there's funds, there's fees. Indexes and funds and ETFs and all those things have fees. Tractor Supply Company, TSCO, it sells supplies and products to recreational farmers, ranchers, animal and pet owners, which is really interesting. In 2018, the company reported $7 billion in sales. That's $7 billion in sales in 2018. to about 17,000 stores in 49 states. So let's see how it's doing during the pandemic. And it also owns PetSense, a small box pet supply retailer. So it operated over 176 PetSense stores in 26 states. And the shares go anywhere from like $70 to around $110. And so they're saying the target is 105, but it's, see if that's interesting to you. We always love profits like that. Profits, Wilson, profits. And let's take a look at some other interesting one. Okay, I want to tell you about Pause. So this is Zoetis, Zoetis, ZTS. So this one, people are really liking Zoetis, and the reason why they like it, it spun off from Pfizer, and their cash flow is about 9.4% annually from $1.12 billion in 2017. So these are $1 billion, and it went to $1.34 billion in 2019. And it had a $1.3 billion in free cash flow. Wow. In the first quarter of 2020, the sales grew 5% over the last year to $1.53 billion. So that's a 36% increase in net income to $423 million. So see if that's something interesting. So far it had an annualized return of 22.7%. Very interesting. So some of you like Fresh Pet, that's FRPT. And this is, remember, it's in the grocery store. You see Fresh Pet. And, some of these stocks, when you're in the grocery store, you're buying all your products in the grocery store. Think of, can I buy this stock? Because when they first listed as shares, this was listed at $15 in 2014. So the stock is up by 45%. So, when things come in at IPO, it's going to be at dirt prices, except for Snowflake. Snowflake is at 245. Snow, because the good stocks, everyone gets them before we get them, but it's already up at 245. I mean, that's the same price as Facebook right now. So Snowflake, but if you like Amazon, look at Amazon's like over 3,000. So you just gotta just really study. But it's saying that there was 63.2 million in revenue in 2013, and in 2019 it had 245 in revenue and a $253,000 loss from operations. In the first quarter of 2020, it had a 27.9% sales growth, and it had adjusted EBITDA of 5.7 million. So just check and see if that's something that you might like. Index Laboratories, since that's something you probably haven't heard of. Index Laboratories, IDXX. It has a $26 billion market capitalization compared to Zoetis, which has a $63 billion capitalization. So its sales grew by 9% in the first quarter, and they do, with animal labs and dealing with animals in the laboratories. That might be interesting if you are more tech friendly. And even though animal tests have been down due to the pandemic because of veterinarians, everyone's so short staffed and everything. People are just kind of staying home. So probably sales are a little low. Maybe you can buy it in the dip. But over the last 5 years, at a total return of 375.6%, which is better than Zoetis' performance over the same period. So you might want to take a look at the stock Index Laboratories, which is IDXX. So that could be very interesting. And I told you about True Companion. And let's see. Here's one that you probably haven't heard of, or Covetrus, Covetrus. And the ticker symbol is CVET, CVET. And it operates online veterinary pharmacy with data analytics business. And so it's, let's see, in the 8 months after the merger, Benjamin Shaw stepped down, and then board chair Ben Wallen took over as the CEO. So check about that. There's mixed reviews on this one. But it is a pet stock. So General Mills is in the pet business, and it acquired Blue Buffalo Pet Products for $8 billion in 2018, and they're saying that the three most profitable aisles in the grocery stores are beverages. Remember, I told you beverages. I've been telling you about Coca-Cola and Pepsi and alcohol and wine and water and snack food, Pepsi-Cola, and pet food. So the most profitable aisles in a supermarket are, let's repeat, beverages, all the drinks that you can drink, snack food, snack, and pet food. So pet food. So General Mills, and so if you're not going to be eating Lucky Charms or Cheerios, then your dog might be eating their Blue Buffalo Pet Products. So do take a look at that. General Mills has been a long time. Remember I told you about General Mills? Probably one of the most stocks have been around a long time, and there is some good, I think, dividends with that one. Okay, so Chewy. We all like Chewy. I love Chewy. Chewy.com. They're the best. You call them up, they answer their phone. They're nice and sweet. They always have sales. They have specials. Free shipping. They always give you discounts. I love the Chewy. I didn't even think about investing, but I should invest in the Chewy. So Chewy, ticker symbol is CHWY. If you love your pets, leashes, flea medicine, dog food, toys, bedding, you name it, pet, you don't have to go to a store. You just order online. Chewy. It's like the Amazon of the dog animal pet world. It's pet world. It's pet world online. It's everything pet that you can like. I love Chewy. I'm not paid for them. I just love their service. They answer their phones. They're nice. They're kind. They're nice. If your dog doesn't like the food, they take care of it and give you something their dog will like. So, but they're saying that the stock does continue to lose money on a GAAP basis. But on a non-GAAP basis, it had adjusted its EBITDA of $3.4 million in its first quarter. So, but there's losses like $15.77 million. So, it might be getting a boost from COVID-19 because they're ordering online. So, you can buy Amazon for over $3,000, or you can buy Chewy at a great price. It's up to you. But I think people are just ordering like there's no tomorrow. Target, Costco, Amazon, Walmart, Chewy, Etsy, eBay, the list goes on. Everyone loves ordering online. They love ordering online and selling online. So, okay. So, let me just see the ETF that I was going to tell you about. So you can check it out. I think I just told you briefly. The ETF is ProShares Pet Care ETF, which is called PAWS, PAWZ. It tracks the performance of the FactSet Pet Care Index, which is a group of pet care stocks that benefits from the estimated grand total $203 billion worldwide global industry. So it's $1 billion industry. It's very huge. So if you can do an ETF if you want, but they do have fees. And I'm just going to recap it a little bit more. They're saying the return on the has been 2.3% since inception. So it's not the best when you have fees for that. And I said CVS Health. CVS, remember, there's like grooming tools, pet toys, food. And the revenues in 2018 for CVS rose by 5.3%. So that's like around $194.6 billion. And people do like the CVS, but it's been kind of like on a roller coaster too. So you might want to, look at the CVS stock because, we buy everything in there from prescriptions to just everything, milk, sugar, eggs, wine. Remember the three: wine, beverages, snacks, and dog food. CVS Pharmacy even adds medicine and pharmaceuticals. So think about those. Merck and Company, MRK. Merck does the pharmaceuticals, the vaccine, animal health, and their revenues are in the about $42.3 billion in 2018. So Merck, do take a look at that. And that could be a very interesting play on the medicine. So think about those lovely pet care stocks. See if any of them are interesting to you. Do your due diligence. Meet with your licensed financial broker and accountant. I'm not a financial broker. And check out our new podcast. Enchanting Book Readings is a top podcast all around the world, hitting number 1 in almost every country. We're so thankful to our listeners. And if you can give us 5 stars and reviews, really appreciate it. If you can please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you can send us a couple dollars for coffee, we can do our research faster and bring you the podcast faster. And our PayPal is petcarebuddies@gmail.com or PayPal anonymous content. And our brand new podcast is Who Done It. We're going to have an original series written by one of the writers of Blossom TV show, and it's called Identity Theft. So we're so excited for you. It's going to be a 10-part miniseries, and we also have journalists that will be reporting true crime before and after original content, streaming content called Who Done It. So thank you so much. Have a great day. Thanks for listening.